Cheers, Paul.
Cheers, Colin.
Happy Monday.
And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We had a great 2024. Paul, do you want to give us some kind of top of the line things that happened in 2024 here at 805Tix?
Well, for starters, we grew the heck out of the platform. I was doing the recap email to everybody in December, and as it turns out, we had 262 local organizations do their ticketing with us, generating a total of $3.6 million through the platform. And I forget the ticket count, but it was a lot. And so I think
it's a lot of tickets. That's a lot of entertainment delivered.
Yeah, the Central Coast continues to be a powerhouse of events and contributing to the vibrant culture of just going out and doing stuff all the time.
That's impressive. That's a lot of help to give out there, Paul. A lot of help.
That's right.
And so let's talk about our featured clients.
Yeah,
here at 805Tix.
We have so many things coming up on the platform, but a few that come to mind are Live Oak Music Festival.
It's been coming up on Father's Day weekend, June 13th through the 15th over at El Chorro Park.
Yeah, that's with KCBX Public Radio. Mm-hmm. We also have the Slow Craft Beer Festival coming up just in a couple weeks over here at the Madonna Expo Center with a new event with Beatdown Promotions the night before. So on Friday night, all you can drink beer with MMA style wrestling.
You never know what you're going to find on my 805Tix.
I will definitely be checking that thing out.
There we go.
Yeah, and then the latest thing that I was working on over this past week is At Her Table, which is for International Women's Month. We have
and Paul is exhausted because that was 28 events that are all under the umbrella of At Her Table, right? With multiple clients.
Right. Yeah. So new owner for At Her Table used to be Michelle Barrera. Now it's Chef Candice Custodio. And she has taken over the thing. She's put together an amazing collection of 28 different events, like food and wine events, all over the county. And you can check it all out at athertable.com. And it's amazing.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah,
there's a lot going on.
Yeah, one thing that I thought was super cool about that event is that it's not just Candace doing all these different things. She's collaborating with all the best winemakers and chefs throughout the county, female chefs, women-owned businesses, and we are putting all of these different events into one spot so it can be marketed collectively. I think it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. And that's happening at February 28th to like March 3rd, somewhere in there. Are those kind of the dates?
Through like the 8th.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah. That whole like first week of March.
So it's like a whole week. It's all like that whole first week of March.
For sure.
Tail end of February. So
yeah.
A lot of cool things, North County, South County, all over the place. I saw events coming in. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, one thing that I thought was that's cool about that, and it's not necessarily unique to this event. It's I've seen this a lot as the platform has grown as a community resource, is that different venues are collaborating with different event promoters or creators, so that all we have to do is add somebody's event to their feed. So when Colin logs in for Brass Mash, he can see anything that he's involved in, and if we have somebody collaborating with a venue like Comedy Festival, like there's On the Edge Comedy doing a thing over at the Libertine, all we have to do is throw that thing on the Libertine's dashboard so they can follow along too.
That's really good, especially with an event with 28 different, 29. If we include all the event promoters and things like that. That's a lot of emails, administrative roles, permissions, and everyone wants to know how their event's going to do. So to be able to log in, that's a lot of work.
It helps. And same with like Bay Theater does the same thing too. They do a lot of nonprofit work. So Estero Bay Kindness Coalition, the rock radio. There's the garden club. They work with all of these different nonprofits to do a movie night that's promoted by the nonprofit, but I put it on the Bay Theater's dashboard so they can see exactly what's happening with all of it.
That's right. So like trying to run a business and get people there, so they need to know what's happening in their organization.
Yeah,
that's good.
It's a beautiful community collaboration. Really nice to see.
Very nice. All right, you ready for this episode's topic, Paul? So,
okay.
This is like our big thing that we wanted to talk about today, and we actually had a whole very long conversation trying to unpack this. So, Paul, I've been noticing that usually when folks are running events, they're trying to figure out who to work with, and just a lot of our wonderful clients are coming over from Eventbrite.
Yes.
And we know we live in the ticketing world, and the ticketing world has fees and so forth. And I think always the question is like, where is it going? And what are we doing with it? And we see fees for Ticketbrite and Ticketmaster, and Eventbrite rather. So like, what's the value, Paul? What's 805Tix doing?
Well, gosh, I haven't been to Vegas, so it's not that.
Went to the ponies.
No, it's a good question. Ticketing fees are a really sensitive subject, and what we've tried to do is we've tried to price our fee structure as low as we possibly can to still deliver all the value that we do with that. So as an event organizer, there's no cost to use the system, but there are ticketing fees. Our fees are within pennies of Eventbrite, and sure, you could probably find something that's slightly cheaper out there, but I don't think you can find, I know you can't find anything locally that packs as much value as we have here. So like, what do we have? Like, what are we doing for them, Colin?
Well, I think inevitably it comes down to people. You're sharing with me that we have 5 people here at this office. We're at the New Times office right now. Yeah,
we got me. I pick up the phone. I answer emails. I'm very responsive. We have Colin over here. Colin is super responsive, making sure that you have whatever you need for your on-site support. If you need to borrow equipment, if you need training on your equipment, you need any of that, Colin is here for you. We have top dog Bob Rucker, the publisher of New Times, heading up the team over here, making sure that the whole thing has plenty of support. We got Frank Hayes. You know Frank from Boo Boos, and he's the GM over at the Fremont Theater. He's on our team too. And we have a couple staff members here that are generating marketing materials, print ads, emails, all kinds of stuff. So
yeah. So making sure that the images from your event get into the New Times. That just doesn't happen automatically.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a human touch.
It's a human touch on this whole thing.
Yeah.
And I think one thing, the reason I love living here on the Central Coast, to kind of put like a big broad stroke on this, is people. Like, is this whole local thing that we do. And, I'm like, I don't know if there's any Eventbrite employees here on the Central Coast, but
I would say no.
Probably not. Yeah. But like, we're here to make sure that your event goes really well.
Yeah.
And so like, as you publish them, I'm going and tagging them and making sure that like you get the equipment that you need, and there's any training that needs to happen, and that happens. Like, we put eyes on every single one of these events.
Yeah. When
you publish your page, we're taking a look to make sure that you have everything that you need on there. If there's a problem, like, sure enough, there's an email that gets popped off.
Yeah, if you got a problem, you got a call from Colin.
Yeah.
Or me.
And I think some of you have been surprised because, like, I'll call you up. You're like, oh, hey, it's Colin from 805Tix. I just saw something that you may want to know about. And I think it's like that proactive element that I feel really good about, when I'm working my hours every week.
Yeah. We truly are your marketing partners in this, and we're in it for the long run, and we are here to make sure that it goes as well as it possibly can for you.
Yeah, and it's really just about, like, I hate to say it's just about selling tickets, but like, we want to have an entertainment platform, right?
Well, we do. And that's an interesting point. People think that selling tickets is about selling tickets. And in my experience, it's not about selling tickets. It's about creating relationship with your audience so that they want to keep on coming back, to keep on doing all the different things that you're doing.
And people want things to do, right? Oh, yeah. people want things to do, and they want to know how to find out about the information. I know this sounds like really, really basic stuff, but like fundamentally, like, you know, if somebody's having a birthday, they want to go out, you know, either to a restaurant or maybe an event for their birthday. These are really common things.
Yeah.
And so to be able to slowly train the wonderful people of San Luis Obispo County to go onto my805Tix and go and find the date that they want something to do.
Oh, yeah. And
have this discoverability of things. And to be able to have the website, the emails that go out, right?
The email, so you know, our weekly email is up to over 77,000 local ticket buying subscribers right now, and that's been an amazing outreach to the community. We've got like a 35% open rate on that 77,000 emails every week,
which is a great open rate. And people look and they click.
They do.
People look and they click, because I go through and, you know, I can kind of see where people are interacting with the emails. And if you have a great event and you're up at the top of the list, boy, you can really sell some tickets that way.
Yeah.
It's very impressive. You know, I know sometimes we often think about emails as things that we dispose of as quickly as possible, but
not these ones.
Yeah. No, but people really do look.
Yeah.
I look at the data and I see all these different clicks, and I see people coming into the Brass Mash events that found out about it from those emails. And there's also the new times. We're literally printing off.
And the Santa Maria Sun that we deliver all the way down into Lompoc and Santa Ynez.
Yeah. So I think sometimes when, you know, people are comparing, you know, Eventbrite to my805Tix, I think that print thing, the emails and the print ads, I think it's just absolutely invaluable, Paul.
And the service.
We
pick up the phone.
Yeah. We try.
Yeah, so I guess to answer your question, yes, we have low fees, and that we deliver a lot of value for them.
Putting them to work.
Yeah.
Putting them to work.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it, Paul.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I would say that if you have any questions for me, I'm Paul at bigbigslow.com. Colin is support at my805Tix.com. You can check out the platform at my805Tix.com. And what else can we tell them?
You know, it would be helpful if you followed us on our Instagram as well. Yeah, I've been kind of looking more carefully at our Instagram. So, yeah, go and follow us on Instagram or Facebook. I think we're going to be trying to beef that up a little bit.
Yeah. Go ahead and tag us and follow along on Instagram and see what the cool kids are doing on the Central Coast.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you're posting on social media, tag us at my805Tix.
Yep.
And we'll reshare.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Colin. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we look forward to
we'll
upward
see you in a couple
and onward.
weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.